Physics, Chapter 1, Motion, Class 9. I'll be explaining the chapter and I'll be briefing you on the important topics. So, first, understand what is motion. So, understanding motion, there are two terms, reference point and reference frame. So, reference point is a fixed object used to observe the motion of another object. So one object is used to find the motion of another object. Reference frame is the complete system. So inside reference frame, reference point is there, which one point, it's a fixed point, with which the other system, we are finding out whether the other object is moving or in motion or not. So an object may seem to be moving to an observer and stationary to the another. Let us understand with the help of an example. A passenger inside a bus sees the other passenger at rest, whereas the observer outside the bus sees the passenger inside the bus is moving. So suppose A and B are two passengers inside the bus. So for A, B is at rest. He is sitting in the bus, inside the bus. He is not moving. But if the observer is C, for C, the entire bus with the passengers inside is moving. So for C, B is not in rest but in motion. So next, distance and displacement. So distance is the actual path or length traveled by an object during motions. So during motion, what is the actual path or the actual length is the distance. It's a scalar quantity. What is scalar quantity? It has got only magnitude but no direction. I don't know where the person is going. I only know that he has gone and traveled a certain distance. So for example, this is a person A. He has traveled 3 kilometers. But where have he traveled from? I don't know. So this direction is not given or not specified. Hence it is a distance but not displacement. So displacement on the other hand is the shortest distance traveled between initial and final position. It is a vector quantity, that is, it has got magnitude and direction. So again, person A is traveling 3 kilometers. Now I have specified he has traveled 3 kilometers east. So when the direction is specified, the specification of direction is there, east, it is displacement. Also, let me discuss about the shortest distance. What does this shortest distance mean? So if a person A from his house goes to his friend's house B, he travels a distance of 2 kilometers. And from B's house, he again goes to school and traveling a distance of 3 kilometers. So what is the total distance? It is 2 kilometers plus 3 kilometers, 5 kilometers. So distance is 5 kilometers. Is this distance and displacement same? Answer is no. So the shortest distance from house to school is 4 kilometers. So here the distance is 5 kilometers but the displacement is 4 kilometers. Let's understand with another example. Suppose there is a circular path of 200 meters and a person trots the position from initial position here, X. He trots the entire path and comes back to the initial position. That is, it becomes the final position. So what is the final distance traveled is 200 meters. Displacement is not 200 but it is 0 because initial position is the final position. So it is 0 is the displacement but distance is 200 meters. So motion is of two types, uniform motion, non-uniform motion. What is uniform motion? Equal distance traveled in equal time interval. So I've given an example. If the distance is in meters and time is in seconds, so in 1 second the distance is traveling 1 meter. Again the unit is 1. So in 1 second again the distance traveled is 1 meter. So 2 meter. So 2 to 3 is again 1 second. 2 to 3 is again 1 meter. So in equal time interval, the distance is traveling equally. We can show it in the form of a graph, this distance and this is time, this distance time graph. And this line is uniform motion, or we can say speed. So I'll discuss about speed, velocity and acceleration after this. So the uniformity, this is uniform motion, or you say uniform speed, when the equal distance is traveled with equal time interval. So non-uniform motion is unequal distance traveled in equal time interval. The time interval is equal. So here time interval is equal, 1 second, right? 1, 2, 3, it's 1 second. But see the distance, 1 meter, 3 meter, in 3 seconds it's going to 10 meter. So if we plot this in a graph, this is time, x-axis is time, y-axis distance. 1 second it is 1 meter. 2 seconds it is 3 meter. In 3 seconds it is 10 meters. So the uniformity is not a straight line but it's a curved line. So it's non-uniform motion or denotifying variable speed. Uniform motion, uniform speed. Non-uniform motion, variable speed. Okay. Speed is the distance traveled by a body in time t. So in time t, what is the distance traveled by a body is known as speed. So if s, small s is distance, t represents time and v represents speed. So the formula is v is equal to s by t, or speed is equal to distance by time. SI unit is meters per second. It is a scalar quantity, meaning that it has got only magnitude but no direction. 20 meters per second. But on which direction? I don't know. So it's a scalar quantity. We only have magnitude but no direction. Speed with direction is known as velocity. Speed is always positive but never negative. When a body travels equal distance in equal time interval, it is called uniform or constant speed. Likewise, in the previous section, I have already explained uniform motion. So the graph is a straight line that is called constant speed or uniform speed. So when we are talking of velocity, it is the distance traveled by a body in time t. This is till here it is speed in a given direction. So speed with direction is velocity. So here we will have this arrow. This arrow is vector sign. So velocity is equal to distance by time, and the arrow means direction. So I will not say it is distance but displacement by time. It is a vector quantity, example 20 meters per second east. So east is where the speed of a moving vehicle or moving body is going. Next is average velocity is equal to initial plus final velocity divided by 2. Initial is the velocity, the starting velocity. Final velocity is the ending velocity. by 2. This is the average velocity. Vector V AVG means average velocity equal to U. U is initial velocity plus V is final velocity divided by 2. So average velocity is initial plus final velocity divided by 2. So acceleration is the rate of change of velocity with time. So the rate of change of velocity means final velocity minus initial velocity by time. That is V by U divided by T. It is a vector quantity and acceleration can be positive acceleration, negative acceleration or 0. So when velocity increases or decreases with equal interval of time, it is called uniform acceleration. What is uniform acceleration? The velocity. Increase or decrease of velocity with time. It is called uniform acceleration. So non-uniform acceleration, when a body velocity changes with unequal interval of time. Time is not equal, it is unequal. It is called non-uniform acceleration. So graph-wise uniform acceleration is straight line, but the non-uniform acceleration have different shape. It is not a straight line. Okay. So we come to the end of the session or chapter, and with ending with 3 equations of motion, which is based on uniform acceleration, not the non-uniform acceleration. It is uniform acceleration. So 3 motions of uniform acceleration equations have to be learnt by heart. So first equation says that v is equal to u plus at. V is final velocity equal to initial velocity plus acceleration into time. Second is s equal to ut plus half at square. S is distance. Third is v square equal to u square plus 2as. What is the outcome of this equation? Based on these 3 equations, mathematical problems will be given and you need to find out the missing part. For example, here final velocity equal to initial velocity plus at acceleration time. Now if like initial velocity we have to find out, final velocity has been given, acceleration time has been given, we can easily find out by putting that in the equation. Similarly, if acceleration given, time is not given but distance is given, acceleration distance is given and initial velocity is given, we have to find the final velocity is given, find the initial velocity. Using this formula we can use it. So we have to understand or memorize the formula and tactfully use the formula as per the given things in the problem to find the unknown figure. So that's all for the day. Thank you very much. If you are liking my channel, please subscribe.